Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Neustrashimy, going over the matchmaking. The enemy team has a Chokolov, or however you pronounce it. North Carolina, Eiger, Mogador, Chungmu, and Akizuki. The map is Crash Zone Alpha. 3-cap domination, and we're going to kick this one off with a game just Neustrashimy doing Neustrashimy things. This is a ship that not a lot of people have or get to see very frequently, other than maybe on this channel. But if we're playing ranked at tier 9, I'm going to be running this ship very frequently because this ship has some really good things that it's capable of doing. And you know, I think I've probably sold more of these ships than possibly anybody else, but we'll see. So right out of the gate, Jutland's headed to B. I've got an Ibuki friend with me. Looks like he's going the smart way around the safe side of the island. This is a CV match, so cutting through here in a cruiser that's a bit of suicide, even though it is only one battleship. Eiger does have some solid AP performance, so you got to be careful about that. And looks like our Akizuki, he's just loading slow. But the game plan is push up here to C-cap and just kind of screen out any enemy DDs. The one ship that I've got to pay attention to is the Chungmu. That could be a radar DD. But really one of the things that is the greatest strength of Neustrashimy is just how this destroyer grinds down enemy DDs. This destroyer is absolutely brutal when it comes to just, you know, bleeding them dry over the course of the battle. And you're going to start to see that as we get up here, and going to be looking at the Chungmu, the enemy Eiger, and the Akizuki eventually will work his way over here. So I know a DD is on the cap right now. I'm going to go ahead and step in here. We do spot the Chungmu. He's going to open fire with me. Now this Chungmu, he's radar. But this is going to be one of these conundrums about radar Chungmu against a Russian DD. His guns are getting more and more inefficient as he moves out there, and I'm still going to be able to land fairly consistent damage, and he's not able to repair any of this damage, and I haven't even broached a quarter of my heal at this point. So this is just one of these ships that, yes, it's not a lot of damage. I've only done 8k to this Chungmu right now. 8k is a significant amount for a DD that doesn't have a repair. But the real issue is he's not. This Chungmu at this point, he's crippled. He's still shooting. He's still trying to do damage. But it's just not gonna work here. I am gonna use my first smoke here. I know that this Ibuki is going down. I want to avoid becoming the next focus target, and just letting my Akizuki buddy do some spotting for me while I try to deal a little bit more damage to this Chungmu. Do have the Akizuki moving in. Akizuki takes a torp, just rotating target right back on the Akizuki. Gonna get a critical hit right here. Boom, got his engine. Assuming that torpedo caused a flood, that's gonna cause him to have some really poor handling, trying to speed up or slow down around his smoke screen, and lets us get, between me and my Akizuki buddy, we pretty much have crippled both of these DDs out here. Now the issue is becoming this Eiger. We've got our Massachusetts out here, but my guns, they're not really able to handle the Eiger on a reliable basis. I can hope for torpedo hits, but that's that can be rough with a ship that can have hydro. But I am pushing up here. I do spot one of the DDs that's crippled, and just getting this guy off the board, rotating my guns back to the Eiger. I see the shots coming in from the Chung Mu. Just switching fire to the Chung Mu. My Akazuki buddy's able to bag him, and now we're just going to keep rotating back to the Eiger. I did pop a damage excuse me, did pop a repair party in there just to I was expecting to take a little bit more damage there. It didn't really come through, so it was a bit of a waste, but we did end up getting 2 DD kills out of that. The Chung Mu never should have shot in that instance. In that situation, he's just a very passive torpedo boat, and you know, somebody that's got radar. That's the only impact he would have at that point. And that's one of the real issues with bringing radar on the Pan-Asian ships, is once you've lost your HP pool, you're gonna have very limited impact over the rest of the game. Here, just harassing this Eiger, trying to get a fire. All this shooting, no fires yet, so I'm bound to get one eventually. There it is. And just gonna start repositioning the issues that we're facing. My Jutland is in the south. He's gonna get shoved out by this Mogador. He's getting pinched by the North Carolina. Now, what I don't like, my Massachusetts, he's pushing through here. He's gonna be getting into a crossfire between this North Carolina and this Eiger, and I just don't expect that to go very well. Massachusetts still is a pretty squishy battleship, and this is just too aggressive. I mean, you can sit in here where this Eiger can't really shoot your broadside, and just work over this North Carolina, or just keep pushing the Eiger, one of the two. But and you can see he's already lost. My Massachusetts has already lost a significant amount of HP. Really, all I'm doing in here is just trying to add some level of damage to this. Maybe I get a fire. It's just harassment fire that, you know, trying to get what I can while my Massachusetts is still afloat. And I'm slamming on this brakes because I don't want to use the smoke here. But I know that if I stay out here too long, this Eiger is going to be able to nail me. So I'm just going to duck in behind this island, and then spend most of my gun bloom back here. Was trying to bait that Eiger to see if he'd shoot me while I'm changing my speed. He still hasn't. Boom, there he is. And that gives me an idea where he's at. Now, the issue here is, again, not really able to deal with this Eiger very efficiently. So I'm gonna just make the call to go where I'm productive, and that pretty much looks like get a good torpedo drop on this Eiger, where really I'm just trying to prevent this guy from getting into CCAP as long as possible. But ultimately, my CV needs to deal with this problem right now. Trying to launch as close as I can to the Eiger. I'm just betting that he's got hydroactive right now, so just laying a a really wide set of torps just to try to get this guy to change direction. If I can get him to come south, he's got to end up coming significantly north again to try to get back into C-cap, or go the long way around, and that's what these torpedoes are doing. Just letting my CV know what he needs to do. Now, the CV, he's hyper fixated on this Mogador, and really, I think that that's overkill right now, because me and this Akazuki can easily wipe the floor with the Mogador. And even the CV is gonna struggle to deal with me. Neustrashimy does have fairly decent AA. And I mean, with the repair party, it takes a fairly significant amount of time to put down a Neustrashimy for most CVs. So they do end up bagging the Mogador. B-cap stays flipped for my team, so I'm just going to go to A-cap. You can see the Eiger, he's finally making it up north, but you can see the delay that those torpedoes had. Every little bit can help sometimes. I do get a spot on these planes that gives me an indication that that CV is still in this area, and I'm thinking that this CV is going to be making a play for B-cap. So I'm going to position myself where I can cap A-cap and potentially defend B-cap. And that's going to be the game plan here. But I do spot the enemy CV, and I'm going to end up just skirting around A-cap, and I'm going to play, instead of setting this up to get A-cap, I don't want to give up my position as long as possible. You can see the CV's turned around. He's trying to spot me right now. He's trying to figure out where he's being spotted from. The CV is pinching himself between me and this island, and I'm going to lay a really wide set of torps in here, switching to AP, and going to show you some Neustrashimy AP. Good old Grozavoy guns. Just letting the torpedoes cook. And here we go. Got some nice AP rounds coming in. Pick up a torpedo hit. Just keep working that AP on this CV. And down it goes. So nothing really left to do but step on A-cap and hope that I can flip it before my team kills this Eiger. But that will close this game out. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you had any questions or comments, leave them below. Invites to the community Discord and the Patreon channel if you'd like to support the YouTube channel will all be in the video description. Hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later. Actually thought my Akazuki was dying here. Bloop. I guess one thing to note here would be the value of a ship like Neustrashimy. Now that we're in an era where we're buying more and more of our signal flags, you know, signal flags can make a big difference in your performance with, you know, the extra fire chance, the extra, in this case, extra repairs. All of those things can add up. So being able to have a ship that I'm not, you'll see, I'm not running, you know, all the crazy credit flags. It's just the tier 9 ships. A lot of these guys can really print credits very reliably, and something to consider when you're looking into getting a ship that can help fund your fleet. For a DD player, Neustrashimy it's on my short list of ships that I'd want to take out there. Yes, click that. Yes, did I? Oh, I'm taking a look here. I'm teasing myself apparently. And you can see I'm not running a huge amount of credit multipliers, only the Ocean Soul and the Zulu flag, and then the 5% flag that gives you 5% credits and XP. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.